Hi and welcome to this new video, and in this video we're going to be talking about capture the flag in combat. And there are just two of us in the session at the moment, myself and Liam, and we're in combat, in the combat scenery CTF dive, and this is a capture the flag scene, and basically this is the flag holder back here. So this is where the flag will appear like a glowing ball above this flag holder. You don't have to have a flag holder in the scene actually, but it's just useful to mark out where the flag will be when it's not in place. And then the capture point is this black hole up here. So in capture the flag, if you're the red player like I am, then you want to come into the green base, and you can see the green base is denoted by the green flags on the front, the green reset points. It's got green shielding around the bottom, which green players can fly through but red players can't, and green players can shoot through that shielding as well, whereas red players can't shoot through it either. And then you've got the flag, which will be here when we start the game, which I'll show you in a minute, and then the capture point up the top here. Now this is green's capture point, so I would come in here and get the flag. So I'd fly through the flag here, and then I would head out of the base back to my base, and then all the way back here in my base. Get back up the top here, you see that's the red capture point, and I'd fly through that in order to capture the green's flag. And then of course in my base there is the red flag placeholder, and the red flag would normally be here, and you would go and get that and fly it back to the green base if you are on the green team. So I mean that's the basics of the game. Now in the ordinary capture the flag game, we also don't do what you would normally do in a classic capture the flag type game mode, where if the flag is taken, is not on it in its home position, then you can't normally capture. But in VelociDrone there is capture the flag and there's classic capture the flag, and in capture the flag you can capture whether the flag is home or not, and in classic capture the flag you can only capture if your own flag is in its home position. So there are actually two modes for capture the flag, and they work differently. One applies the rule that you can't capture unless your flag is home, and the other one doesn't. Okay, so we'll start this match up, and initially as we start you'll see that we're given over here on the left hand side, where I'm highlighting with my mouse, you've got the lightning shot. And this is the only game modes where this happens is in capture the flag, whereas at the start of the game, I think it does it in soccer as well, but at the start of the game you're armed with volt shot straight away, and this is to stop people from just going for a really fast capture. You've actually got a weapon immediately and can fire. And I haven't got my HUD turned on at the moment, so just press H to bring that on, so I've got something to aim with. So you are given a weapon immediately at the start of capture the flag, and normally what happens at the start of capture the flag is that immediately you take off there's a big punch up, and then the winners of that then go off and either try to defend their base or go for a flag capture. Obviously in each base there are spawners as well, so there are, in the green base, if we look down here you'll see that there are green spawners, and only green players will spawn onto these. And in the red base there are red spawners, and only red players will spawn onto these. And then of course you've got neutral spawners, which are normally out in the middle of the map, so these are the white ones, and that's where anyone can spawn. So from either team can spawn on white spawners, or you could spawn onto the start grid, which is normally in the middle of the map. So that's the kind of the spawning setup. Then down the bottom of the screen you can see that there are two flag statuses, and these basically show the status of the flag. It could be in its home position, which it is now, both red and green flags are in home position, or one could say dropped, in which case it's out in the field, dropped somewhere, or it could say the name of the player who's carrying it. So there could be multiple statuses for the flags down here. You get voice announcements for the status of your own flag, and you get a noise a celebration noise when you capture a flag. But all the voice announcements are just for the status of your own flag. So if your flag is taken or dropped, or if you lose your flag to the other team, those are all voice announcements, and they're all done for your own flag, effectively. Okay, so with that, if we come here now and look in the green base, we can see that Liam has mined the hell out of it to try and stop me from getting in there to get the flag. And mines are basically, you hit them, you blow up. You can shoot them out. They take 3 shots in order to get rid of them, and they're quite hard to crash there. They're quite hard to shoot out because of that fence in this particular map, which makes it quite difficult to shoot the mines away. You can normally fly through the gaps, but it just makes navigation harder. And I hit a mine there, and it blew up and killed me. I've spawned on a neutral spawner, so we go back into the base again here. You see one of those mines is now missing and has created a little bit of a gap to get through. This is the flag, the glowing ball, and if I fly into that, I pick it up. You can see it says ash acquired, and down the bottom you can see that the green flag has got red ash next to it, which means I'm carrying it. If I come out here and just crash, so we'll crash on the ground here. You can see it says I've dropped it. Now you can see the flag status for the green flag is dropped, so we know it's out on the map somewhere, and you can see it there on the map, and I can fly through it and pick it up again. And if I now fly back to my base with it, we can fly through the capture point, and we get the capture noise to say that we've got a capture, and you can see up the top of the screen it's now 1 point for red, 0 points for green. Now you just heard some music start up. This is the 30-second music that's just started now, which means there's 30 seconds left to play. Just tension music, gives you an indication that the end of the game is coming, and if you're going to make a capture you better get on with it. That's what Liam's doing at the moment. Now you can see he's got like an effect around him. That means he's carrying the flag, and you can see down the bottom it says hoop next to red, and at the end of the game we've finished, and you can see red team got the victory there. If I bring that back up, 1 capture and 1 death for me there, and Liam's got the 1 kill but no captures, which is why it's a red team victory. And then down the bottom you can see what XP you got for your activities, because you get XP for defending, for returning the flag, for capturing the flag. So you get offensive and defensive points. You get points for the victory, and you get points for playing the match, and that gets added to your XP as you go. So if we play again, and this time Liam and I will try and play competitively, see how we get on, and I'll try and talk through what's going on as it goes on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can see the usual fight at the start, and now Liam will be trying to come in and do a capture, which you can see him doing it there. He shot me down again.
Flag taken.
And there you go, that's my flag taken, so I've got the notification that he's taken the flag.
Flag dropped.
And he's now dropped it, and I can now fly through it and recover it. So that's now back in my base. That's him dealt with for the moment, so we'll get this speed up, give me a little bit more speed to work with. dodging now to try and get away. He did get one hit into me, so I'm just going to try and heal, and unfortunately he's got me going through the gate. And he returned the flag, so it's gone back to the home position. So now we're both
Flag taken.
heading for a capture. He's got my flag. Missed me with the missile.
You lost the flag.
And we've both got a capture, so 1-1 at the moment.
Flag taken. Flag dropped.
Managed to get him to drop the flag there. It's up on the roof, so
Flag recovered.
turn that.
Flag taken.
Speed up here. Shot out the sky. The missile.
Lost the flag.
And got the capture there, so we're going to have to do some work now to catch up.
Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag recovered.
Got one shot into me there, so just going for a bit of a repair through the recharge gate there, but got shot down on the way. Got him on the way in. Got each other that time.
Flag taken.
He's not got long to get this capture.
You lost the flag.
He's got it, so most likely going to lose this one. Unless I can pull off a really fast capture here. That'll be the fastest capture known to man though. I'm not going to have time. No, not quite.